Dear friends, welcome to this video on research. So in this video, let us learn something about t-test. Already in the classes, we have dealt with some tests like chi-square and correlation and some other tests. So today we shall learn about t-test. I've already told you there are two types of tests. One is the parametric test and the other one is the non-parametric test. Now, chi-square would be a non-parametric test. T-test, which we are going to deal with today, is a parametric test. And also I've given the differences between what is a parametric test and what is a non-parametric test. So let us today continue with t-test. If you can see here, this is the formula for t-test. General formula, that is t is equal to x1 dash minus x2 dash divided by s x1 dash minus s2 dash. Now what is this x1 dash and x2 dash? So these are basically two different groups, so means of two different groups. It could be one male, the other one female. So basically it's the means, okay, means of two different groups. And this is the standard error, something known as the standard error. Now, what is the standard error? Okay, when we first, before finding out t-test, we have to kind of eliminate or try to find out what this standard error is. That has to be included in this t-test formula. So first, we have to find out standard error. Now, that's a formula also to find out the standard error. Now, to find out the standard error, the formula, if you can see here, s x1 dash minus x2 dash is equal to root of ss1 plus ss2 divided by n1 plus n2 minus 2 1 by n1 plus 1 by n2. Now n1 n2 is nothing but total number of people, sigma, okay, total number of people in the first group and total number of people in the second group. Now this is the let's say SS1 is to deal, it has to deal with the first group again. This is has to deal with the second group. Okay, so we will see how to find out that. So this is the formula to find out the standard error. First, you have to find out the standard error. Now, let me give you maybe a simple test. Here is basically two groups. There are two groups here. One is females, the other one is males. So their recall capacity of an advertisement in television. So what are their recalling capacity? So here there are females. So there are 10 of them here. 10 of them here, and here there are 10 of them. So the first person recalls, let's say among the females, 4 advertisements. Second one also 4. Third one 5, 7, 8, 9. The last one recalls about 15 advertisements from the television in a given time. Follow, no? So similarly, males also, you have the males here, 2, 3, 4. So now t-test, through t-test, we have to find out whether there is a significant difference in the way these two groups are recalling the advertisement. So what t-test does is, it tries to find out if there is a significant difference in the way these two groups are recalling the advertisements. Now, what is this total here? 80 is total of the total recalls of all the students, all the 10 students. It's 80. And total recall of all the female students, 10 of them here. So total recall would be 60. And now we have to find out the mean. The mean of this would be 80 divided by 10. So this is a total recall 80 and divided by the number of students, so 10. So mean of this group would be 8. Mean of this group would be 6. Why? Because 60 divided by 10. So it is 6 for the second group and 8 for the first group. Now you have to find out how far they deviate from the mean. How do you get this? 4 minus the mean. So if it is 4 here, the mean of this group is 8. So 4 minus 8 is equal to minus 4. 4 minus 8 once again minus 4. 5 minus 8 is minus 3. 7 minus 8 is minus 1. Once again, 8 here is the mean, and you kind of subtract from the mean the recall, and then you get this value. 15 minus 8 is 7. So this is how you get. And then you get SS1 by squaring the difference. So 4 square is 16. 4 square is 16. Similarly, 7 squares are 49. Okay. And you total it, then you get SS1. That is 110. 110. So same thing you do also for the other group. You find out the difference. How do you find the difference? This value, the recall value of the first student, minus the mean. So 2 minus 6 is minus 4. 3 minus 6 is minus 3. Similarly, if you can come here to the end, 13 minus 6 is 7. And to get the SS2 value, you square this difference. So 4 squares are 16, 3 squares are 9, 0 is 0, 0 is 0. And the last one, 7 squares are 49. So you have the total, which is SS2, that is 106. So for the first you have 110, and for the second you have 106. Now, once again, to go back to the standard error formula, Sx1 dash minus x2 dash is root of SS1 plus SS2. So we have got these two values we have got now. So that this value is 110, this value is 106. What about N1 and N2? N1 is the total number of people in the first group. N2 is total number of people in the second group. So same thing here, N1 and N2. So you put the values in this formula, then you get the standard error. Now I put the value here in the formula. So it's the standard error formula. Root of 110 plus 106 divided by 10 plus 10 minus 2, 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10. Why have I put this here? Because this is the formula. So you put the value here. And if you do this, you get 1.55 as the value, that is the standard error value. Standard error value you get. Okay. Now 1.55 is the standard error value. Now we have to find out the t-test here. So how do you find out the t-test here? You once again go back to the t-test formula, x1 dash minus x2 dash divided by the standard error. Okay, standard error. So x1 is the mean of the first group, x2 is the mean of second group. So we put it into the formula. Mean of the first group is 8, mean of the second group is 6. And this is the standard error which we have put here. 8 minus 6 divided by 1.55. So the t value you get here is 1.29 is the t value. Okay. Now the problem is not solved as yet. We have to find out whether this is statistically significant. So how do you find out? You go to the table data. Which is the table data? Table data you get at the end of your research books. When you go to the end of the research book, so there is a table data for t-test. So there if you go, you will find. Now, for example, this is the table data which I've got from the book. Now, for this, you have to find out the degree of freedom. So how do you find the degree of freedom for t-test? Slightly different from other tests. Here, it is n1 plus n2 minus 2. This is how you find out the degree of freedom. N1, that is the first group, the total number of people in the first group, total number of people in the second group, minus 2. So that's how you get the degree of freedom. N1 plus N2 minus 2. So N1 for this problem, this sum is 10. N2 also is 10 minus 2. So totally, if you do that, it is 20 minus 2, which is 18. So you get 18 as the degree of freedom. So 18 is here, and we normally check it for 0.05. So if you come here, it is 2.101. If the value that you have got is more than this value, then it is statistically significant. If it is less than this value, then it is not statistically significant. So it should be more than 2.101, or either it is 2.101 or more than this, then it is statistically significant at the 0.05 level. But our value, if you can see here, it is 1.29, which is less than the table data. And that's why it is not statistically significant. In other words, how we have to interpret now is that there is no statistical, or it is the way male students recall the advertisement and the female students recall the advertisements. It is not. There's a big difference. Okay, there's a difference. There is no much of a difference. This is how you. There is not much of a difference in the way female students and male students recall advertisements. Why? Because this is statistically not significant. If it is also statistically significant, there is significant difference in the way these two groups recall advertisements. In case it was statistically significant. Since it is not statistically significant, there is no much difference in the way they recall the advertisement. That's how you should interpret the data. So I hope certain things are clarified. You have understood, I hope. In case you have still more doubts, you could ask me. And also, I will be sending you some sums for your for you to work out, and then we will continue. In case you have more doubts, we can still clarify.